Hello gorgeous manifestors, how are you? And wishing you all a beautiful Friday, or if you're catching the replay, wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. And I have been guided by my non-physical team to come on today to talk to you about awakening and just to demystify it a little bit actually. So as many of you will know, I'm one of the world's first Believe accredited practitioners. So this book, Believe, written by Fifth Dimension Earth, brings forward leading edge insight about shifting out low stored vibration from your body. And so up until this book, when we're talking about vibration and manifesting, up until the teachings from Believe, we've only really been getting half of the story. So we've been getting the half of the story that's about your transitional day-to-day vibration in the moment. So tools to help you feel good and pivot into focusing on the good in the moment. And for manifesting, this opens up so much for so many people because your transitional vibration is important. And so I and my clients have manifested so much from the transitional vibrational side of things. But we didn't yet know how to tackle the stored vibration side of things. And so for those of you who are mastering the art of manifesting and you're wondering why some days your vibration's really good and then other days like something can just throw you off, this is all to do with your stored low vibration. And so using the Believe releasing process, you can shift out this low stored vibration. And so, okay, I'm being guided to give more detail on this because there are some of you that are listening to this who are going to be new to the Believe releasing process. But what I'm going to go on and talk about afterwards is what happens on the other side of the awakening and the multiversal wonder that opens up to you and the gifts or abilities, as Fifth Dimension Earth call them, the energetic abilities that each and every one of you watching this has. And I'm here to demystify this because I am someone that 2 years ago would never have expected to now be doing physical healing, to now be giving soul contract readings, to now being able to kind of see what's going on in people's bodies in terms of low vibration and shift it. I'm starting to be able to tell clients who their non-physical team members are and what their energetic abilities are as they move through their awakenings. I never thought any of that would open up for me. And so this is what I want to demystify. But before I go on to that, it is important, I'm being guided to just give you a run through the Believe releasing process and how it works. So this is super top line. For those of you wanting to learn more about this wondrous process, there's nothing else as powerful or as rapid on the planet. There's no other way on the planet you can fully awaken, because fully awakening by this definition means shifting out all of the low store vibration in your body. Okay, so at this moment in time and the time that the Believe book was written, only 5% of people on the planet had a stored vibration that was 75% high or more. Okay, I'm pretty much now being like so nearly at 100% now, and I'm not the only one. There's loads of people doing this with me that have been following the Believe releasing process. So it's not that I'm special, it's that I've just been doing the releasing work. And as you shift out this low stored vibration, it enables you to become a true vibrational master and do so much more than manifesting. I mean, manifesting in itself is extraordinarily awesome. I never get bored of the magic of it ever, but it opens up so much more for us. And so this is really powerful, this process. The reason it's unlike any other process on the planet, why it's so rapid, why it's so complete, is because you're doing it with your higher self. Your subconscious mind has like trillions of memories within it. You are every time you have a thought, basically, it is a memory that your subconscious mind stores. And just to give you an idea of how rapidly your conscious mind is working away doing this, if you just take 2 steps forward, you can create 5,000 new memories in that moment. So you can get a sense of how your subconscious mind is like this powerhouse. And all of the memories it stores are either fear or love labeled. It's one or the other. When I started the Believe releasing process, 37% of my vibration was high, which meant that, I'm doing the maths here, 63% of my vibration was low. I was predominantly low vibrational, okay? And this is because I had so many fear label memories, and I think what's really important to get across here is that I had no clue. I knew I had a bit of anxiety. I knew the manifesting tools really helped me. That's why I've written books about them and shared them, because they were helping so many of my clients as well. But I didn't realise I had all of this underlying low stored vibration. I had no clue. And this is quite common when people are asking for guidance from me and my non-physical team, which does include the Abraham and Jesus Collective, as I'm a Believe practitioner. I'll often give them guidance to things that they need to release, and they're like, I didn't realise I had any releasing to do. And I'm being really strongly guided to kind of reiterate that every single one of you watching this who hasn't yet started the Believe releasing process, there is relabeling for you to do. There's low vibration that needs to be shifted. Well, it doesn't need to be, you have free will, but if you want vibrational freedom and utter mastery, and then the wonder of the multiverse to open up to you, it needs to be released. And so how the process works is, if you say you have a fear of judgment, and you may think it's weird that I had that, given I'm out here talking about manifesting and the law of attraction, but I had a fear of judgment in a stored way. Transitionally, I was managing it, but it was stored in my body. And that came from, you know, a key experience in my childhood, but it was being re-triggered every single day. And of course, every time it's triggered, a new memory, a new fear labeled memory is then like stored in my subconscious mind. And so you can imagine sometimes we have these things being triggered multiple times a day. So it's just adding and adding and adding and adding to the fear labeled subconscious memories, it being stored in your mind, and therefore the low vibration in your body. And so you can see how over a lifetime, you can, you know, we get physical ailments because of the low vibration. Older people often look a bit hunched over, but it's because the low vibration is literally compressing them down. And we didn't even realise it. How could we? Because we didn't have the leading edge insight until this Believe book was written, and now we understand it, and now we can do something about it. And there's so many ways, books almost fell down, so many ways over time we've been trying to do this kind of inner work, but never fully getting there. You know, people can spend their whole lifetimes just trying to relabel, for example, their millions or billions of fears around fear of judgment. That's just one fear. When you go through the Believe releasing process, I mean, I've relabeled thousands of fears, and I would never, ever have been able to do it in a human lifetime before without this process, let alone do it within 18 months, okay? This is the speed and the power of the Believe releasing process. But going on to what I was really wanting to talk about beyond this, but it's important you have that baseline understanding. Because you're working with your higher self, they know every single memory you have. They literally lead you through your awakening. They lead you to what needs to be relabeled and released, and they just lead you through it until you're done, which is why it's complete. So it's rapid and complete. Unlike anything else that's on the planet, nothing else works as rapidly or completely. Okay, so it's really awesome. Yes, I'm getting lots of comments saying it's really interesting. It is. And I really want to demystify it, because again, I used to think awakening was for a select few. I used to think you had to be someone like Buddha. I never in a gazillion years thought I would go through an awakening. I used to, like, actually the word used to repel me a bit. I used to just think, oh, that sounds really spiritual and weird. Okay. So for some of, you know, I'm being told to share this with you because some of you will share that opinion, because it's law of attraction, like attracts like. You're gonna kind of perhaps have those thoughts as well. Not all of you, but some of you will just be a bit like, oh, it sounds a bit woo-woo, it sounds really hard, it sounds weird, and actually it's not my bag. That's what I would have thought a couple of years ago, but actually now it's like, wow, this opens up the multiverse to me. So when you have relabeled all your fear memories to love, you are 100% high vibrational in your stored. Then you put that together with your transitional vibration being high. Oh my goodness, everything opens up. And you can see why people spend their whole lifetimes wanting to manifest being millionaires or whatever it is, and they never fully get there, because that stored vibration is resistance in the way of their manifestations. So unless you go there, you can't clear it, and you're not going to get that manifestation, okay? It's literally that black and white. So where some of you will be feeling stuck in certain areas of your manifesting. So for me, I got to a monthly income of 20k, but I couldn't get beyond it. And it's because of the stored vibration that I wasn't dealing with, because I didn't know how to. But now, we are so lucky to have this insight from Fifth Dimension Earth. It's been documented for less than a year. I think this book came out last July from memory. We're at the leading edge here. You guys watching this know there's a reason you're watching this. Your higher self has brought you here to watch this live. Nothing's ever by chance, okay? Nothing is a coincidence. If you're watching this, your higher self is wanting you to hear these words and to pick up this book. There is so much excitement from non-physical about this book. All of non-physical know about it, okay? Like mighty non-physical, eternal non-physical. All of your higher selves are willing you to read this book because this is going to become mainstream. I say this every month when I do my monthly group introduction webinars about the awakening. I'm doing one next Thursday, so for those of you that want to book on, it's £25. I'll talk to you in more detail about it, and you get to ask me questions and things. But this book is going to become mainstream. I innately know that to be true, okay? Once these ripples are really rolling, you're going to get well-known people wanting to use this process. It's going to be the go-to because this is the process that sets you completely free. Nothing else on the planet does that, okay? So you guys are ahead of the curve. So get this book is the first thing. But awakening, okay, so yes, you're shifting out the low stored vibration, you're freeing yourself of the things that are holding you down, causing you physical ailments, all that, okay, but there's so much more. So you'll get this is what I'm connecting clients to as well who are going through their awakenings. I'm very consciously and deliberately keeping them connected to the wonder that's building for them as they're moving through their awakenings. And I really just want to share that I am now, as I kind of mentioned earlier on in the video, I am able to give insight into soul contracts. I'm able to tell people who's on their non-physical team, but also I'm being shown images of things going on in people's bodies where there's low store vibration being held, but I'm also being guided by one of my awesome guides to help heal it. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I never in a gazillion years thought I would do this. In fact, I didn't want to. A couple of years ago, I was like, yeah, the physical healing isn't really my bag. I'm a teacher. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to teach. But going through the awakening and coming out the other end of it, you start to open up all of your own energetic gifts and abilities, and physical healing is one of the things one of my awesome guys is so excited for me to start doing. And guess what? I love it. I'm also now receiving ancestral guides coming through when I'm working with clients, a bit like you would get on a psychic reading, if you like. I don't do like psychic readings, but actually so often your ancestral guides are part of your non-physical team, and they want to be known as such so that you know they're there helping you through the awakening process. But again, I never thought ever in a gazillion years this is something I would end up doing. And I'm just getting started, okay? I'm just coming out my awakening, okay? I'm just getting started with this. And the point of me sharing this with you is that this is possible for each and every one of you. Nothing I coach is just possible for me. I'm here to help hundreds of millions around the planet to awaken and become free, because this is accessible to each and every one of you, as are the energetic abilities. And we all have unique energetic abilities. I'm being really guided that I want to help, generate water in Africa, for example, through the energetic abilities and work that I can do. And everybody has these energetic abilities that are within their soul, but when you've got all this low stored vibration within you, you can't access it. And so the awakening and the releasing process is so much more than just shifting out low stored vibration. It literally opens up the multiverse to you guys, okay? And it's so exciting. You're so ahead of the curve listening to this live and watching this live, to have this information at your fingertips. I'm so glad you're loving this. I'm seeing the comments coming through because I'm so passionate about it, because this sets you free. And as a manifesting coach, if I was only coaching you the transitional stuff, I would only be giving you half of the manifesting story from a manifesting point of view, okay? Now I know about the stored vibration, I can't not weave it in. All of you that are joining the Fall in Love with Manifesting month that starts on Wednesday the 1st of July, it's still open for enrollment for those of you that want to join that as well. I'll be teaching you some of this on that and getting you going, starting to do some releasing, okay? Because this sets you free. So I can see one of you is asking where to get the book. You can get it on Amazon. If you're struggling to find it on Amazon, although you shouldn't be, but if you are, if you go to fifthdimensionearth.com, so it's the number 5, it's not written out as a word, it's the number 5, dimensionearth.com. In their menu at the top of the website, you'll see their books, and you can click onto the book tab, and then they'll send you the links for the UK and the US and Australia, wherever you are in the world. Actually, I'm not sure Australia's right. I think it's only available as a Kindle. But anyway, I've got a client literally just messaging me now going, what an amazing session, because of everything I was bringing through for her. And again, this isn't just about me, it's about you guys. This is possible for all of you. And actually, you're chosen to do this if you want to. That's why you're listening to this now, before this gets mainstream and reaches the masses, because you're meant to hear these words, because this can be your journey as well if you choose it. Of course, it's always free will, but if you choose it, this opens up everything. And we're just getting started, guys, like literally just getting started. And so it's really important I keep talking about this. You're going to hear me talking about the belief releasing process all of the time. You're going to keep, as you already are, you're going to hear me talking about non-physical, higher selves all of the time, because it's time to demystify this. We all have a phenomenal non-physical team. And that's a team. They're a team. They're mighty. They're here as part of your team to help you and serve you. Okay, Helen did get the hard copy in Australia. Awesome. So like leverage them. Why would you go through life navigating, you know, your life on your own when you've got a mighty, wondrous non-physical team behind you? When you have your higher self who has had so many previous physical incarnations prior to you, and you're a blend of your higher self and a bit of all of those previous physical incarnations, and you can access all of the expertise and insight that they have gained throughout their multiple lifetimes. This is, just to be clear, we don't have multiple lifetimes. We are our current physical incarnation of our higher self, but all of the other previous physical incarnations your higher self has had, you're able to tap into all of that expertise. And so when suddenly I'm working with a client now and I'm getting shown visuals of things that need to be healed and I'm starting to heal them, it's because I innately know how to do it because of my higher self and who's on my non-physical team. They're showing me how to do it. And you just innately know how to do it. It's incredible. So really wanted to come on and talk about this today. So much excitement, so much to come here at Mastering the Art of Manifesting. I always say we're at the leading edge of manifesting insight because we really and truly are. And if you want to find out more about the releasing process and awakening, I'll post the links above this video afterwards, but I'm doing a group introduction webinar next Thursday. I do them the first Thursday of every month at 1 PM BST, but I also do one-to-one kickstart sessions if you don't want to do the group thing or you can't do the group thing. Also the Fall in Love with Manifesting month-long focus that starts on Wednesday, 31 days of scrummy focus with daily tips and tutorials and guidance to get you literally roaring with desire. And it's that massive desire that brings your manifestations in. And actually it's really common for people to struggle with desire because of the low stored vibration. To really manifest, you've got to have a scrummy desire, and so many people struggle with that because of the low stored vibration. Okay, so can you see how it all dovetails? So there's get the book is the first point. I also offer a one-to-one coaching for the belief releasing process as well. So again, if you're interested in all of this, and you want to learn more about your soul contract and your non-physical team and energetic abilities that are coming your way in the future, that's the kind of insight that's coming through now with the belief releasing process coaching that I'm doing. But if you just want more of a gentle warm-up and generally just want that added zing into your manifesting flow, then the 31 days of Falling in Love with Manifesting that starts on Wednesday, the 1st of July, that's perfect for you as well, because I'm going to be blending this into that anyway, because I'm going to be blending it into everything that I do now. Okay, my darlings, so to demystify, awakening is not just about shifting out the low stored vibration. It is so much more than that, beyond that. And again, you always have free will, you get to choose. But for those of you that are really excited about what this is going to open up for you and how you're literally going to become superhuman, literally. I felt this morning as I was, and over the last few days, and I've been working with people and seeing these things and receiving these things, I've literally been like, wow, I am superhuman. What is going on? It's awesome, but it's normal. This should be normal. If we are living in the planet where everyone's awakened, and not living in fear anymore, and they're working with their non-physical teams, this is like totally normal. So get used to this being the new normal as well, guys. So we love you so much. We really love that you found this interesting. You can see some lovely comments coming through. We hope this excites you. It gives you hope. Life isn't about struggle and suffering. Again, crack on with the releasing process. It's not, you get to leave that struggle and suffering behind beyond the releasing process, okay? So much wonder awaits you. Your non-physical teams, I'm sort of getting a visual of them. So excited that you're listening to this now, whether it's live or on replay. They're excited that you know about this because they know what it's going to open up for you, and they're excited, they're saying, to get to know you. They're excited to get to know you, or rather they do know you. They're excited for you to get to know them. Okay, my darlings, wishing you a beautiful weekend. We love you endlessly, and we will see you all again live super soon. Mwah. Take care, darlings. Bye.